Hey, it's a potent dose of three, and I'm Jazz.
I'm Linda.
And I'm Kathy, and we're here to bring you your weekly dose. Okay, guys, so this is the second part of our episode from last week about support system. In this episode, we're going to learn more about Jasmine's support system and Linda's support system. So stay tuned.
Let's get into it.
Like,
You did it yourself.
I know.
Just imagine. It's bigger. I feel like it's bigger than you. I don't know if you realize this, but you're literally breaking the cycle for your kids.
Oh, of course.
And your kids, which is amazing.
Of course. Like, back then, I felt really bad, but I didn't realize, like, I didn't give myself the credit,
that you deserve.
I was like, wow, I've finished FAFSA. I figured out the documents. I scheduled my classes. I scheduled it around work. I scheduled it around family,
the whole
friends.
school, even with the schooling stuff, you didn't have parents or family members to go to like, hey, I don't understand this chemistry assignment or this math assignment. Like, can you help me?
Oh, no.
You got to go to tutor and ask somebody else.
No.
Yeah.
Definitely not. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, we at like literally fourth grade, not even. But it's been a journey, and I wouldn't have done it without my family, my friends, and my partner too. Even though we haven't been together as long as you, Kathy, you and your partner, but like he has really been there for me in so many ways. Like you, like there's been many times where I've been crying. He hasn't been on the toilet, but he's literally been like, because I've been like you, where I'm like, you know what? It's been 12 years or how many years? Like, it's not happening. And I'm like, I'm going to give up. Like, I was like, I even told him, like, I can give up. Like, I can go get a job, make money. And I was like, you go do your business. I'm done. He's like, no, you're not giving up. He's like, you are not giving up. He's like, I'm going to be a stay-at-home husband.
Yeah. Honestly, he's like, not after all that he put into you, because her man, Jonathan, he put so much into her. So I would say the same thing. There's no way you quitting now. And after all that I sacrificed for you, you better keep on going. See, I got you, Jonathan. I got you.
I feel he's like, I'm not going to lose my investment.
No, exactly. It's an investment. He invested in her.
No, but he also was like, this has been your dream forever.
Time,
you are not giving up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not letting you. And I'm like, oh, like,
that on the side. Yeah.
All right.
For you too.
I was like, I guess we're going to keep going.
Like, you have to.
But like you, like, it does get hard. And there are moments where you're like, I don't know if I can do it. And having my support system, they're there in my bad times. They're there when I don't have the confidence. They're there when I need advice. They're there when I need anything, like love. And I'm so grateful for them.
Yeah. And you can, listeners, as you can hear, it's like, it's very important to have that strong support system, because it's like, you can be a strong person, but there's times where you need someone to lean on. And if you don't have that, it can get very hard. And for some, it is difficult to find someone who supports you and who's happy for you.
Yeah, there were moments where like I was down and I was like, I felt weak for wanting to want that support system, but I was like, no, like it's human nature. It's human nature, and it's okay to not be okay and to ask for help. And I think that's something too in the healthcare world, where there's this like stigma where it's like, no, you have to be super on top of everything, and like you have to be perfect and you have to do it yourself. And it's like, it's okay. Like, I think healthcare, what I've noticed, it's teamwork. Mm-hmm. It is teamwork.
Life is teamwork.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. It's like, even aside from nursing, because I don't know, our healthcare, like life in general, it's, I forgot what I was going to say, but I was going to add something on and I was like, dang, but you need someone.
You need the support system, because sometimes I feel like people that don't not have support systems and they're not lucky like us, they end up dropping out.
Not even
or
that.
Or they end up giving up. Or, like, and even if it's not school-wise, also life. Like,
Yep.
So sometimes when you're not there in those hard times, for there people are going through hard times in life, sometimes they end up doing that stuff that they shouldn't, like, to hurt themselves. And that's...
Yeah. That's what okay, so you made me remember, because I'm like, I had a brain fart because I was so into Jasmine. I was like, dang, I forgot. But honestly, it's like, aside from healthcare in general, in life, we have to get rid of that mindset. It's like, oh, I have to be strong, because all that does is just put up a wall and leaves you alone. It makes it worse. It separates you from, like, it's not reality. I don't know where. I know it's strong in my people. having that, like, you have to be strong, but no, that's not
in the
life.
Communities of people of color.
Yeah, that is not life. And it's not right either. It's like, you need people.
Yeah, during undergrad, I got really, really, really depressed. And I didn't talk to anybody. I secluded myself. And I'm not like that. I don't do that. I secluded myself. I remember, you know me, I talk a lot. I call you all the time. I call people all the time. I wasn't calling people. I wasn't answering text messages. And I did get depressed. And I thought that by pushing people away, it would help me better. But like you said, Kathy, it made it worse. So if you are struggling out there and you have a support system, go ahead and lean on them. It's okay. And if you don't have a support system, there's always a way to find someone. We're here for you. Like, we have that community. We're building a community here.
Yeah. And I was actually going to do that as like a follow-up question after we were like talking. But like Jasmine said, it's like, sometimes it's hard. It's hard to actually have a strong support system, especially if you come from like, take a deep breath. Especially if you come from like crappy families where
I'm on my period, so
we actually all are. So, like, I'm not. She's on.
So I'm a crybaby right now.
Jasmine and Kathy on. I'm start in a few days, but find someone that you see like, oh, there may be a possibility that, you know, they can be a strong support, or like be supportive, and just try it. Just try to go to them, even like a professor. You can find like a professor, because believe it or not, there's amazing professors out there that will be your support system and like help guide you. Find like a mentor. It's hard because I feel like I need to find a mentor too. But there's mentors out there that will love to help you through whatever journey you're.
I think sometimes all you have to do really is just ask.
That's hard.
It is hard.
People, that's
it is
really hard.
No,
you have to.
It is hard, but that's what it comes down to. You know,
you have to get over that.
So sometimes it doesn't have to, like, what I feel like we want to say. Sometimes it doesn't have to be family.
It doesn't have to be family.
No, it doesn't.
Your friends, it could be your teacher, it could be your tutor, it could be your classmate. So if the support system is not in your family, it's okay. You could go up and find it somewhere else. But it is important to have a support system in life, in healthcare, in school. You just need somebody to be there for you.
And honestly, this social media and like having access to the internet is so like
unhealthy.
We have it. No. We have like, it makes, yes, it's unhealthy, but also makes life a lot easier. But there's so many different like support groups online. Like literally you can search something that you're dealing with and there may be a support group. There's literally a support group, I feel like, for everything. So you find your support group and you may get close with someone within that support group or something, and there you go.
And that's actually really good, because like a lot of people probably have the same mentality where it's really hard to ask for help. And I feel like in terms of like having it on the internet, that might make the process a little easier. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think that's a really good outlet.
It is. It really is. And for me, I'm like, this has been a journey, but I thank God. Thankfully, I do have a strong support system. Like, my brother's freaking amazing. My sister's amazing. My aunt and uncle, super amazing. And my handful of friends, like my 4 friends. I'm just kidding. I was like,
her 2 friends.
My 2 friends. My 1.5 friends.
It doesn't matter the number.
It doesn't matter the number, exactly.
Quality, not quantity, honey.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Let me be truthful. Let me go down. But I've had an amazing support system. Like, and it's more, I don't have elaborate stories like Kathy. I could go on, but I don't really. Yeah, I don't have the elaborate stories. I'll make it short and simple, so don't judge me. But for me, like, the way that they have shown up in my life is as simple as when I was applying to nursing school, or even as an undergrad, I would get overwhelmed with school. Same with you guys, like, dang, like, start questioning like my whole life. Like, is this even for me? I'll have like those mental breakdowns where I'm like, literally want to give up on everything. And when I have those moments, that's when I call my brother. He's a therapist, so he knows what he be talking about.
He knows what to say.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to utilize him all the time, except when I really need him. But literally, he's literally like my therapist for free. So if I'm
pro bono,
for real. He was like, okay, clock it in. I just clocked out. I'm clocking back in.
I know.
So like I would be breaking down, I call him and I'm like crying about something and he'll like comforts me. He just like speaks positivity in me and like keep pushing me because like again from like him just being my support system when I'm breaking down is like he for anything like he pushes. He's like, girl, like we need to have our stuff together because we are all we have in a sense. So like he pushes me like, you can do this, go to college. I feel like he's not to say he's like a second dad, but he's like my big brother. He's like could be like a father figure and he like takes that role. So he's like literally always pushing like me and because he's the oldest, we're the youngest, like pushing us like do this, and we joke. Me and my sister, like, we talk crap about him on the side. I was like, oh my God, he's so annoying because, like, he'll go blow us.
Do you guys have a separate chat where you talk?
Yeah. We call each other, like, oh my God, here he goes, calling us again about school. Like, he's getting on our nerves.
You know he gonna hear this, right?
Yeah, because he actually listens to the podcast. But when I say my sister Michiko, we drag him, like, here he goes again, calling us about some blah, 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 because he really drags my sister about school.
He was always telling us, like what to do. But like in a positive way, like guiding us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Literally like kind of like a mentor in a way.
I haven't really talked to him, but for the little things that you show me he says or stuff, like feedback that he gives us, he's so eloquent and he just wants the best.
He's like our biggest supporter.
You know?
He's super smart.
He's our number one fan.
Exactly. Our only fans besides us. So I'm always joking. It's like, I feel like I don't know how he became smart. And my sister.
Excuse me.
I'm working on it.
That's rude.
No, not about him. Like, I feel like he's like a genius in a way. Like, I feel like he took all the smartness and I'm over here struggling. I was like, how do you do it? And he's like, I put in the hard work. But he's amazing. He's an amazing big brother. And I don't give him the credit. As much credit as I should. But hopefully somewhere he knows that I love him and I do appreciate him. But when I say he's my therapist, and he probably, I don't know if I get on his nerves. I can see me
He's gonna start charging you.
He should. Once I start getting a real job.
Yep. I think once she gets the big money, he's gonna be like, so Linda, remember all these times you call me and how long they were? This is how much you owe me.
Hey, with interest.
Yeah, but yeah, he comes through even when applying to school. I'll like send my stuff to him, like read over this, like what do you have to say? He'll like tell me cutthroat if it's good or it's bad. And then my sister Michiko, it's like we're very close in age, so we're like super close. But when I tell you, even when I was after I took my boards, you know,
She got on your nerves?
No, I called her. I was like, I don't think I feel like I did so bad. She was like, you know, just wait and see. Even if you didn't pass, like you try, all you have to do is take it again. Like, don't let that like define like who you are. Even if I didn't pass, it's like, it's not going to be the end of the world. In my head, I was like, it's the end of the world.
I think that's just like our personality.
Yeah.
Because I'm the same way. I'm just like, oh, well, I did bad on this test. Okay, it's a test. And you still don't know if you did bad. Yeah. Chill.
But even if we do bad, it's like, why do we feel like, oh, shoot, sometimes maybe the end of not the end of the world, but the end of that semester. The end of that, you have to repeat.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think it has to do with like, yes, a lack of confidence.
Maybe we're just sometimes I feel like we're hard on ourselves.
And also, like, there's a perfectionist in us, you know what I mean? So. And so when it doesn't go your way, or you don't feel the way it went your way, then you start to overthink, you know? Yeah. And then I think that has a lot to do with it, too.
And also, I feel like I'm getting off track, but it's okay. I'll bring it back. But I don't know if you guys feel this way, but for me, the thought of like what other people may think of you, like if I say I didn't pass my boards on the first try, I'm like, damn, people are gonna think I'm a dumb. Like my family's gonna think I'm dumb. Blah blah blah. Have you ever felt that?
That
like
also plays a big role because I know for me, for my family, and I put quotation around that. Mm-hmm. When I came here, everybody like thought I was gonna be like 16 and pregnant. I wasn't gonna make it, and blah 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 blah. So whenever something bad happens, I'm like,
see, they're right.
They were right. They're gonna think that I am dumb. I don't, you know. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
So I feel like that. I feel like for me, that's even the more reason why I'm like, I put so much pressure on myself because, yes, I'm trying to do well, but then I'm also trying to fight like the negative, like prove negative people wrong.
Yep.
In a way.
That's me all the time.
All the time.
You know what I feel? So for me, in my support system, I feel like they hold me to the standard where they're like, oh, she's so smart and she has like she
and it's too much
and
pressure.
It's too much pressure for me.
Get
and
that
then
too.
That's what I feel. I'm like, oh no, like they think it's just so easy for me. Like I really have to work so hard.
You can't prove them wrong because you don't want to fail them. Like, yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I feel that too. Sorry, I'm like the negative people. I feel that about the negative people and the supportives. I'm like, dang, I can't let you guys down. But it's all like internal. And then my aunt and uncle, they're also like my godparents. When I say they're super supportive, like when I was studying for the boards, I was like, I'm over this. I don't know what I'm doing. Their whole thing, repetition. So
That's
literally
so
in my back of my head,
cute.
that's literally all they say. It's like repetition. I was like, okay, you keep saying repetition, but what about the repetition? It's not sticking.
Yeah, you're like something is going on. Something's
there's
off
a
here.
lack. There's not a connection. It's some type of lack. Something. Yeah, and I also like my handful of friends. Amazing. I love you guys.
Her one friend.
No, my one friend. No, friends. Honestly, I feel like I do have some great friends I consider family because I've known you guys forever and ever.
We don't consider family. We're literally like sisters.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Forever. But yeah, the importance of having a strong support system is very important. And unfortunately, we know not everyone have that support system.
No.
And
not everyone has it. And that's okay. It doesn't have to be the traditional support system that everyone has. You know, it can be anyone. It could be a colleague. It could be a classmate. It can be your professor, like Linda said, a priest, a therapist,
therapist.
A mentor.
Yeah, and if you don't have these like in your life right now, and literally the people that Jasmine listed, you have to get uncomfortable in a way and like seek these people so you can have that support system because times get very tough.
Yeah, they do. So if you're going through it, then just get someone. And like, it doesn't have to be a big group. It could just be one person.
Yeah. Like what Lady Gaga said, it takes that one person.
Yes.
That one person.
Oh,
that one. All you need is that one. And honestly,
it kept repeating.
It kept repeating. Literally, all you need is that one.
But she's right. It is right. You know, it does take one person.
It takes one person to believe in you, and one person to accept you at school, and one. I'm just kidding.
And you're not alone. Like we've all been there. We've all been through that, and we can work through it.
Yeah. And exactly. It's like, aside from school, I know we talk a lot about how our support system stood out in just our educational journey, but life in general gets hard because you don't even have to be applying to school or even in school, just a day-to-day life, because this world that we live in is crazy. So it's good to have someone to lean on.
Yeah.
Someone. Yeah. And so I guess we can close it off because this is going to be the ending one. Shoot.
What?
Yeah, I had a brain fart. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening to A Potent Dose of 3. We appreciate you guys, that the ones that tune in weekly to listen to us. Thank you. We really do appreciate you guys for listening to us because it makes us feel like, at least somebody listening. We ain't talking to ourselves. So again, thank you so much for listening to A Potent Dose of 3. You can email us at apotentdoseof3@gmail.com. DM us on Instagram. Have any questions, want to vent, follow us on Instagram at A Potent Dose of 3. And you can also follow me at Linda the FNPE.
Thank you guys. Until next time.
See you guys.